So 2 days ago, I went on a little Target shopping spree getting stuff to organize my house. The day after, they announced that they're rolling back their DEI policies and practices. So come with me to return all the shit I bought.
This is America. Don't got you slipping no.
We're here.
This is America.
So Target said they don't need our money, which is great because I needed an excuse to not go back in there ever again anyway. Perfect, it works out. It freaking works out.
So as you just saw, the backlash against Target over their decision to roll back DEI initiatives is gaining traction, with people taking to TikTok in defiance and urging others to do the same. One woman filmed herself returning everything she purchased, while another admitted this was the perfect excuse to finally cut ties with Target after routinely spending all her money there. Meanwhile, Tabitha Brown and other Black brand owners featured in stores like Target and Walmart have urged Black consumers to rethink the boycott, warning that these actions may ultimately hurt the very communities they're trying to support. I've also noticed more voices speaking out about the counterproductive nature of these protests, especially considering the impact on Black-owned brands.
So one of the things I want us to think about, though, Marissa, who did Retail While Black and Target While Black on Instagram, made a great point tonight that I want to share with you. She charged us with being more targeted in our shopping. One of the things that she knows this retail space, she's been talking and working with brands for the last couple years. And one of the things that most people don't realize is that the brands, when they're in a store, they are responsible for moving that product in the store. So if a brand, Black-owned brand, has inventory in Target and it doesn't sell, that Black-owned brand is basically they're charged a chargeback. They are responsible for the cost of not selling that product. So yes, we want to boycott all these stores, but the list is getting long. And so instead of boycotting them completely, I want us to consider, I'm not saying you have to, but I want us to consider possibly being more targeted in what we buy in those stores. So that means if you live somewhere and you got to go to Walmart, you're buying the Black-owned brand in Walmart. You're buying the small business in Walmart. If we're going to go to Target, that means I'm going to buy my favorite Black-owned brands in Target. As long as they're in these stores, they still need consumer dollars to make sure that their product moves and they are not hit with a bill that is astronomical that could really be detrimental to their bottom line as a business. Because a lot of these businesses in these stores are still small businesses. So that's just something for us to consider.
Like I said in the last video, you're definitely going to bankrupt some of these businesses. If their sales drop any further, you're going to prove their product can't sell through, which means Target and Walmart will dump them. If you can't sell, no one is going to want to deal with you. Then you have to think about the cost of getting rid of the product. I'm talking about if they have to discount it or return it. Instead, they'll be losing money on each unit. I saw some people in the comments saying, well, they can just move the product to their own website. But you do realize that's not just some digital operation. You still have to physically pay to remove those products from Walmart, Target, or Amazon. And then they're not just stored in one place. Walmart is nationwide. Target is nationwide. All of the SKUs are not just in one location. And it's not free to ship all those products back. Then once you get them back, where exactly do you expect them to put all the product? In their house? Most of them don't have the space. They'll need storage. That's going to cost. Then you're also telling them to boycott Amazon too. So you can't use Amazon warehouses. The cost of them coming up with their own warehouse without any notice at that, their own insurance, their own employees, and the headache they have to go through with that too. You also have to think about those fulfillment costs. That's going to be even higher. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's definitely possible. But by the time they're done doing all of that, most of them will be out of business, right? Do you know how much money they would have lost doing all of this? They're going to be in the red. And when you're already dealing with small profit margins, all of the extra unexpected cost of logistics will totally destroy their business. On top of that, their sales will drop. Why? Because all these folks telling them to basically bankrupt their own business will not see it through and patronize these folks in mass numbers consistently to account for all their losses and taking away the visibility they once had. After throwing all these temper tantrums, essentially they'll be killing all these businesses, leaving them for dead.
So I'm guessing Target is really trying to go out of business. It's time to stop shopping at a business when a business start feeling themselves. And it's not about what you did. It's about what you said. Well, I'm hearing that Target said that they don't need our money anymore.
What the hell are you talking about?
Our money anymore. And just like Walmart, we don't need you. See, the thing is, these big businesses, we support them. We shop in their stores. We go there on a regular basis. And they think that we're the people that need them. No! We're the people that pay you. And with that being said, there are a whole bunch of other places that sell the items that you sell. Sometimes when we go to other places, we get the items that you sell for cheaper. And another thing, since we're getting technical, people been complaining about your prices. People been complaining about customer service. People have been complaining, but they kept coming back.
Okay, problem solved now, right? Don't go back. You probably need to stop spending all your money anyway. All this consumerism, when most of the same people don't have an emergency fund 6 months to a year, think about it. If you stop retailing all the time, maybe you can build that emergency fund. But whatever, don't go back. Let's see if they stick to it. Moving right along.
Greetings, family. Listen, if you are not respected where you spend your money, then you should not spend your money there. You know, they're calling for a boycott of so many of these companies that have pushed DEI out of their company. And if they don't think that your money is good enough, that you're good enough to work there, then why would you want to spend your money with them? You know, when I think back to our ancestors, they were so smart and they were diligent in their efforts. They all stuck together. When they called for an action, they all took up that action. And you know what? It was powerful because they did not have social media. They did not have cell phones. They did not have the internet. But yet when one person or two people got together and said, this is the way in which for us to move forward.
I can't take the scoring, the delusion, or the what about your ancestors argument. Lady, our ancestors have nothing to do with these Target or Walmart DEI programs. For some reason, y'all keep trying to make Black Americans the face of this, even though we barely saw any benefits from these initiatives. You know who benefited the most from DEI programs? Non-Black women and the LGBT. Black Americans, especially Black men, were the least likely to benefit. So I'm sorry, Black Americans really need to fall back. This is not our problem. You barely see the main beneficiaries complaining. Why? Because they do what they always do. Rile up Black Americans, then sit back and watch us crash out for them. Nah, not happening this time. Black Americans, focus on yourselves. Drink your water, take your vitamins, exercise, get your sleep, go to the doctor, take care of your families, build strong relationships with your husband or your wife, cut back on consumerism, build your emergency funds, invest your money, and mind your Black business. This is not our fight. And letting people like Al Sharpton and these other opportunists who hustle money from Costco or whoever drag us into these fake demonstrations, making us the face of DEI when we're the last ones to benefit, is ridiculous. So no, cut it out.
And let us move forward. It's not about taking action and just protesting in the streets and yet still spending dollars with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you know what? There's a list of those that have made those decisions, and I will post them on here. So let's move forward in unity, in agreement, because we know that God is in control.
Pay attention to the businesses that roll back these DEI initiatives. Now, first it was Meta, then it was Facebook, then it was McDonald's, now it's Target, oh yeah, and Walmart. Y'all think y'all slick, huh? Now I need the people with common sense, with surefire intelligence. I need you to hone in on this subject right quick and use all our energy combined to relieve the foolish of their wild thoughts thinking. These companies aren't racist. These companies aren't prejudiced. These companies don't have hidden motives when it comes to minorities. Why don't they? Why don't they? Why are they scaling back? Help me understand. Come on.
Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do about that, bro?
I really want to see if y'all really gonna stand on business by not shopping at Target.
No.
So Target just announced that they ending their DEI policy, and all I can say is I'm still gonna shop there. Everybody's talking about they done with Target. They're not going to shop there. But what about Walmart? What about Amazon? What about TJ Maxx? What about Lowe's? What about Home Depot? What about Kohl's? What about all these other stores that ended their DEI policies? What are y'all going to do? It's crazy because Walmart actually ended theirs 2 months ago. And y'all still walk up in there shopping all up through there. Me personally, I feel like it's so much other things, serious things right now that's happening that we need to worry about.
I don't have a problem not shopping with Target. Like, I don't have a problem not giving nobody my money. But who am I substituting up and up with? I do the Pampers and wipes. Who and how do I substitute them? Because they quality and pricing is great.
All down my timeline, I would say about a good 95% of people on my timeline are saying they're going to go ahead and boycott Target. We're not going to shop with you guys. We're going to return everything, yada, 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 yada. You're lying. You're lying.
Let's be real here. Nobody is going to stand on business on stop shopping at these stores. So it's pointless, honestly. I mean, let's be real here. Nobody's going to stop shopping at these stores. They'll do it for 2 weeks and then be right back at it because we don't have those resources at all. Like, call it for what it is. We don't have those resources to continue to buy where these stores are not allowing this to happen. We don't. Argue with me if you want. We don't.
She's 100% right. Absolutely. That's exactly what I was saying in the Tabitha video, telling people to stop shopping somewhere, but you don't have an alternative. And it's not just Target, Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, or Lowe's. It's a bunch of companies. Then you're telling Black-owned brands to remove their products from these businesses, but you don't have a Black network from the sourcing and manufacturing process to logistics, distribution, and mass retailers to see it all through. Once upon a time, a long time ago, we had it, but y'all didn't want that anymore. So you wreck your own Black businesses just to go sit at the lunch counter with white people. And then once you got these brands on the shelves with white people, now you're still mad, telling them to wreck their businesses once again to separate from the same white people you wanted to be included with. All at the same time, you don't have an alternative plan. Instead, you got Al Sharpton hustling y'all talking about going to Costco. Okay, tell me what Black brands y'all gonna buy at Costco. Obviously, they didn't think this through.
There's a lot of people upset and angry that Target and Walmart ended their DEI programs, and now they're saying they're gonna boycott Target and Walmart. Let's just be real. Let's talk about it. You know you're not boycotting Target or Walmart. You know that these are your to-go places where you shop at. You're just upset and mad that the media has convinced you that it's going to affect your life in some type of way. Most people, and I'm just going to say it, Black people, you are not benefiting from these DEI programs. These programs were aimed to target and uplift people that were transgender, people that would hail more democratic ideologies. The average working American Black person was not affected in no way by DEI programs, okay? So you know it. You just allow this media, this propaganda that's being put out to make you say something that you know is not true. Where else you gonna shop at? Where else are you going to shop at? Are you going to buy your things from your local grocery store? No, because the price tag is much more. So you go to places like Walmart and Target, aka Target, to get your items. You're not going to boycott anything. You're just a follower. You're going to follow the trend, whatever this media tells you to do. Walmart and Target, don't worry about it. They're going to still be in these stores shopping and buying their products. You guys got to stop being so simple-minded. And stop letting propaganda infuse you to get on this internet and say things that you really know you don't mean and you're not gonna do.
You have to admit she's right. These folks are using us once again to raise sand about something that was primarily benefiting other people, not us. They only used us and used our struggles and history to get these programs going, only to let everybody else hijack them from us anyway. Now they got us crashing out on the internet while they're all sitting back sipping tea and eating popcorn, watching us fight their battle. But I'm here to tell you this battle is not yours, Yolanda Adams. No, this is not our business. Now, if you decide that you don't want to shop at Target, Walmart, Amazon, any of these places, that's cool. That's your decision. Do what you want. Go where you want. Buy where you want. But the whole let's make this a movement, we gotta fight for our ancestors BS is just another ploy to control us. We gotta stop being so emotional and be more logical. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. Special thank you to Elmer. I appreciate you, Elmer, for all of your support, helping these videos get out. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.